to At the Office, Cleveland's home for sports talk that never clocks out. From the latest headlines to heated debates, we're diving into everything sports. It's your hosts, Noah and Matt.
Cleveland! Welcome to The Office, the show where we talk all things Cleveland sports. I'm your host, and I'm joined with a special co-host today, Shamarri, also known as Sports Opinion 1 on TikTok. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'll be a whole lot better if, the Cavs could really just get stuff done the right way. But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm feeling real good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad either. I wish the Cavs were not down 3-1 right now, and obviously that is the topic of conversation for today. But first, we got to take care of some housekeeping. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Follow us. Hit the subscribe button @SignTheOfficeCLE. That's @SignTheOfficeCLE. Really helps us grow the brand when you check us out, whether it be on the YouTube version, whether it be on socials, TikTok, Instagram, X, you name it. And before we get into our topic, of course, I got to give a shout out to the show's sponsor, D&D Meadery. Derek and Dominic, two twin brothers from Northeast Ohio, grew up in Madison, live in Menor now, make some delicious, fantastic honey wine. Shamarri, I know you haven't got to try it yet, but this stuff is fantastic. They have multiple different flavors now. They have your traditional honey. They got some blueberry. They got maple syrup, amongst other multiple different flavors. Use code @the-office CLE for 5% off today. Buy 2 bottles, get a free shot glass. dndmeadery.org is where you go to order. 21 years of age or older, please drink responsibly. That was a mouthful. Got that out of the way. Shout out to Derek and Dominic once again. Shamarri, my man, the Cavs fall 3-1, get absolutely embarrassed on TNT last night. What are you thinking, man? Give me your raw, honest, off the cuff take, and we can take it from there.
Listen, when Donovan Mitchell is not having a good game, pretty much nobody has a good game on this team. Evan Mobley, I just feel like he just steps up. He got the potential. He got the most potential, but it's just like he turns it on too late, or he just once he finds a good opponent that matches up good with him, and Pascal Siakam has making it 10 times harder for him. Miles Turner down there. So those two twin towers almost like they're giving Evan Mobley a run for his money, and just off of the injury, that doesn't make anything else better for Evan Mobley as well. But I'll say for the most part, it's just when Donovan is not playing good, the whole Cavs is not playing good, and it's sad to see.
Yeah, man. It's sad to see that, Donovan goes out with that injury like he did in the second half. He goes out, basically takes a stop to shoot a 3, and his ankle just gives out on him. That was completely unfortunate to see. There's not a lot you can really take away from this game other than feeling defeated right now. I don't know what there is. I mean, Obi Toppin, Miles Turner both had 20 points. Pacers shot 52.7 from the field, 43 from three-point range. Players were shooting all in double figures, 7 of them to be exact. Darius Garland only had 21 points. He was leading the team. Donovan Mitchell had 12 in 20 minutes before that injury. I mean, up and down, back and forth, just not a good effort. We're talking being down 40 points multiple times on this game. What do you think for the outlook of what's going to happen with this Cleveland Cavaliers team moving forward?
Moving forward, it's the role players. The role players. Are we doing hot take today? Are we doing hot take in the segment?
We can. You can throw your hot take now. It don't matter. You're allowed. I know it's not your first time here.
Yeah. So this is my whole thing. I wouldn't have traded the DeAndre Hunter trade. I didn't like it. I didn't like it from the jump, because when you gave up Karis LeVert and you gave up George Niang, not necessarily George Niang, but he does have the playoff experience. But as far as Karis LeVert, you had another primary ball handler. So you had, you got Donovan Mitchell, you got Darius Garland, you got Karis coming off the bench. If you have Karis coming off the bench, that picks up Ty Jerome. And it's just like, it's just Ty Jerome hasn't been Ty Jerome lately at all. These past three games, I mean, game two, he dropped 2 points, one from 14 from the field. Game three, 2 points, one for eight. Game four, 7 points. He only took three shots. It's like Ty Jerome, we ask a lot of him because of Darius having, been going through the toe injury and everything. So Ty
Yeah.
Jerome had to step up like immediately, and Todd just feel like the lights are just too bright for him right now. It's not comfortable. You're asking a dude. You was asking 15 minutes or so, like 15 minutes a game in the regular season to 30, 25. He's not used to playing that long, and him having to be the number two option because Darius out, because Evan Mobley was out that game two, game one or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like the role players just they not role playing no more. Nobody's can't hit a shot. Can't hit a shot.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. You said it best yourself. The lights are too bright, and I feel like that is a slogan that has followed this team everywhere. We thought this year would be the year they break it. Maybe it still is. I mean, we could see Cavs in 7. You never know, but Ty has been bad. A lot of the role players have been bad. I think your take is very hot about the DeAndre Hunter trade not being worthwhile because I think he's been everything and then some. Dylan Northrup in the comments said you'd think DeAndre pushing Marthrin would fire them up. Yeah, I thought that was going to be the turning point after getting punched in the face. And we proceeded to get 42 points at halftime dropped on top of our heads. I got a question for you. Did you even watch the full game? Because I was at a dive. I left at halftime, and that was it.
Listen, it's something about that being down 3-1 during the LeBron era. It's just I can't just leave like that no more. So it's like that. It was hard. I definitely waited around halftime. So third quarter, I definitely stuck around the third quarter. I heard Donovan Mitchell was out. I still stayed, and just to see if they could do something or ignite, just show a little heart, just something, just to give something, so we can come back home and just, try to run off of that. But yeah, I stayed to the third quarter, and it was tough. It was tough to watch. But after they hit like they hit like three back-to-back threes. I just had enough. I went upstairs. I had enough.
Yeah, yeah. I watched the fourth quarter from my apartment. I tuned it in, and I got to watch Jalen Tyson bring up the ball. So I already knew where we were at in life by the time I made it home from the bar I was watching the game at. Um, Listen, Dylan again in the chat says history entails that it is possible. Yes, it is possible, but I feel like this city has been deflated and at an all-time low. Pacers couldn't miss a shot. Cavs couldn't make a shot to save their lives. I mean, you have an ejection that you would think would completely blow this team up and make them more excited and more willing and more able to go out there. Cavs shot 26% in the first quarter. They went like 5 for 17 before they went on a little bit of a run to finish the second quarter. I mean, it was the most despicable, ugly, nasty, I don't know what other adjective I could really think of, type of basketball game that I've ever seen. 22 turnovers. I mean, it was absolutely insane. Shamarri, I want to know your confidence moving forward. Do you feel confident? Like, give it a percentage of how confident you are that this team can close out this series. Because my number isn't high, but I'm curious for another person's opinion.
To close it out. So as far as like taking it, like I can see us winning tomorrow night. I can see us winning tomorrow night just because of the home court advantage and everything. But I feel like that's as far as I can go. Other than that, I say in games 4-2 gentlemen sweep, like a 4-2 gentleman sweep by the Pacers, because I just don't feel like we can win on the road. I don't think we can win that on the road just because it depending on how tomorrow night goes. I could probably give you the 100% confident answer of where the series is going to go. But for right now, I'm gonna just say 4-2 Pacers. They got it.
4-2.
Yeah.
Okay. I got like 5% confidence that they have a chance to win this. The Vegas odds are a lot better than I thought. It's like plus 240 for the Cavs to win the series, which you would think it would be a lot longer at this point after that game. You'd think it'd be like 500 plus, in my opinion. 10 wins 50 for our non-betting folks out there. Not that we bet as Cavs employees on basketball games, but the books still matter in the grand scheme of sports talk. Listen, I'm going to take us to ad break real quick. When we come back, we're going to keep talking a little bit about this, get some more takes, get some more, what do you think they're going to do if they lose type of conversation going. You're listening to At the Office, a Cleveland sports show. We'll be back after these commercial messages. And we are back at the office talking all things Cleveland sports. Please don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It helps us grow the brand here a ton. Hit the download if you're listening to the audio-only version of the podcast. It really, again, helps us grow the brand of At the Office. And make sure you go check out my boy Shamarri at sports_opinion1 on TikTok or sportsopinion1 here on YouTube if you're watching the video version. Check his content out. He's got some good takes out there. I always be checking him out. But I got to ask you, do you think Donovan Mitchell plays tomorrow night? I know he was quoted. Let me pull the quote up real quick. I will be good for Tuesday. You know me. I will see you Tuesday. This was Donovan Mitchell to Chris Feder. Do you think Donovan Mitchell plays tomorrow as it stands with the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I 100% believe he's definitely playing tomorrow night. I just don't see we've known for the past 2 seasons Donovan, that's not in his DNA. He's definitely going to give it his all, and he's been giving it his all this whole series. I mean, 40 you dropping 40 points, every other game, like it's like this it's unbelievable the things that he's doing. And I seen something recently. He's never been past this second round or something like that.
Never in his career.
Yeah, never in his career. So I just feel like because of that, and he's going to give it his all. He's not. He don't want to think about, I could have did this. I could have played this game. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like he's definitely playing this game for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I think the whole team plays tomorrow in a must-win situation. That was kind of my motive going into game 2, and they didn't do that. And I think they placed a bet on themselves that they could take one at least at home with the home crowd, and it didn't happen. And now we're at 3-1 and looking at a elimination again in the second round. I think Mitchell plays tomorrow. I think the whole roster plays. I think you're going to see a lot of minutes out of Mobley, Allen, Garland, and Mitchell, barring his ankle exploding on the court. Knock on wood. I don't wish that upon anybody, let alone our own players. I just foresee everybody playing, and if that's it, that's it. You know what I mean? That's how it is at the end of the day. We got a comment from a viewer. Devin out here says, this team is soft. Jared Allen has to go. That is a big talking point in terms of a lot of different things that is going on right now. And it's a good transition to go into what we think. Do you think they're going to blow up this team at all? Do you think that there's any chance of that? And do you think this team is still soft despite kind of beating those allegations during the regular season?
Listen, I've been a big Jared Allen fan since day one, since we got him. Jared, at least what we know is with Jared Allen, we know what we're gonna get out of him. He gonna rebound, he gonna offensive rebound, defensive rebound. He gonna give you some blocks. He gonna do that quick little floater, pick and roll screen. We know what we can get out of Jared Allen. My main problem is Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, he's done way better this season for sure from a 3-point. Definitely lit it up because that's what I wanted him to do. Because with Evan, we didn't really know, we couldn't consistently get out of Evan what we can get out of Jared Allen. We know what Jared Allen can do already, and I feel like we already seen what he's done throughout this whole series. He played pretty good, but as far as in terms like blowing up, I think the 1-2 guard thing, I think they gotta blow it up. I think either most likely, of course, Donovan most likely is gonna stay, but I think Darius coming like do a little trade package or something. I think if you want to blow something up, blow it up that way. I don't know what happens with Ty Jerome this season. I mean, he is supposed to be getting paid. Are we going to pay him, though? I don't know, but definitely it's going to be a lot of changes this season for sure.
Yeah, I'm curious too, especially if they end up going um, out tomorrow and losing, or going out in game 6 and losing. Um, I don't know if blowing it up is the answer. I said this last year. It makes it tough because I think a lot of fans really love these players, the core four, as many have touted them to be. That being said, I think they would want to, but I know with them being in a lot of penalty situations at this point in time, they probably can't really make any moves unless they like trade some of major pieces. It's confusing. The NBA salary cap and collective bargaining, as well as some of the penalties that are involved with that, are very confusing compared to a league like, say, the NFL, which can also be equally as confusing in some other points. But I digress. I don't know if they'll blow this team up. I could foresee them just trying to retool the bench with trades and free agent vet signings, because they can only really sign vet minimums right now. I don't know. I just don't know what the answer is. I don't know. I don't really have confidence in them coming out of this series right now, but I also didn't have confidence in the 2016 Cavaliers to make it out of a 73-9 Golden State Warriors team. So I've seen crazier in my life. I can hang my hat on that, I guess. It it really it just really, I don't know. I feel so defeated. I feel so defeated. What are your final thoughts on everything you got going on?
Uh, I feel like we got to find a way. I mean, we got to. I mean, Kenny Atkinson did a real good job of doing that zone. That last, the game that we won on the road. What was that, game 3? He did a
Yeah.
real good job playing that zone, and he attacked them for sure. But uh, but again, Rick Carlisle, he has a lot of a lot of experience in his coaching, as far as coaching the Mavs, that championship team. So these Pacers are definitely coached by a real good team. They're led by a good team. Halliburton, he only dropped 11. I didn't even realize he only scored 11 points. I mean, Halliburton took the back seat in this game. It was just Siakam just going off, Miles Turner just going off, like role players actually role playing. Everybody was contributing. So the Cavs just gotta. I don't know. Cavs gotta make shots. That's it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think that's the last frustrating note from this game that I forgot to touch on, is the fact that the Guardians, Jesus, I was reading the comment, the Guardians won, that the Cavs got beat not by their best players like Tyrese, but role players that are dropping 20, 25, 15 points, double digit, different scores and points. It's just frustrating at the end of the day, and that's the long and short of it. I'm gonna take us to the end so we can wrap this up and see where we're at with some of the other stuff in the news. Shamarri is having some technical difficulties right now, so let's see. Oh, here it comes back. So the first thing I want to touch on is JOK is to sit out the entire 2025 season with a undisclosed neck injury. Uh, Something that he has had since last season, got carted off. How do you feel about this news, Shamarri?
It's real unfortunate because JOK was just he was becoming of his own. Like he was really like he was in that grid. And what's he was in the he jailed well in this defensive scheme, and it's sad to see that it just got taken out by injury, just like another Nick Chubb situation, just injury. It's sad.
Yeah, it is for sure. It is sad for sure. I agree wholeheartedly with everything you said. It's sad. Hopefully, we get to see him back on a field eventually. It's tough to see a neck injury take out a really good player for a team that is, um, for better or worse, been good and locked down at that position. The next piece of news I want to touch on, Shador shines at rookie minicamp. There was a lot of reports that he was the best player, arguably, out of all the people that were there. This coincides with the Mason Graham rumor of being out of shape. There was a video of him throwing up during practice. I don't put any personal stock into anything that happens in rookie minicamp, even though I will ride my Shador hype wave as I have been the resident Shador guy here on the page. But it's all good things to see. You love seeing good competition and good players play. What do you think about the rookie mini camp kind of roundup in terms of the news?
Listen, I've never been more excited about the Browns rookie camp, preseason. Ever since we got Shador at that 5th round pick, I immediately said I'm at every Browns preseason game. I want to see as much football from Shador as I can because I just hate the fact that he slipped all the way down that low, and he should have never even been that low to begin with. But the fact that he did, I just want to see him just take off. Just whatever it is, whether it's all preseason and just getting a spot on that roster. And as far as Mason Graham, these kids, they just fresh out of college, so he still gotta you gotta condition. It's NFL conditioning and college conditioning. It's two different things. It's just two different things. He'll be
for sure. I agree. Again, it's funny that you say you're going to all the preseason games and all that. I made the same exact take as soon as we took him because I want to see Shador play as much football, whether it be at training camp, whether it be at the preseason games or whatnot. And same thing with Mason Graham, man. Relax. A lot of the rumors of him being out of shape and looking like a bust already and all that are from these fake, whatever at NFL on Twitter, these fake accounts that are acting like reporters. Mason Graham's going to be fine. He was ranked as one of the top prospects in this draft for a reason. I don't think a top 5 pick is going to not work out because of some conditioning in the NFL. Shamarri, the last thing I want to touch on, I know you're not caught up on all the latest Guardians news, so I'm going to hit this and then I'll hit the intro. I want to thank you again for popping on the show. Make sure you check out my guy at Sports Opinion 1 or Sports_Opinion 1 on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram as well. He's on Instagram, so give him a shout out. The last little piece of news I want to touch on, Brian Rocchio's ass finally got set bet down to AAA. He has been playing god awful after a great postseason last year. So we brought up not Will Brennan. Was it Will Brennan? I forget. Tyler Freeman's with the Rockies. Regardless, Brian Rocchio is down. We're going to see some more Schneemann and Arias in that infield. I'm really excited to see what that looks like. Guardians win the game today 5-0 against the Brewers after losing the series to the Phillies. So we can just kind of wait and see what a Brian Rocchio-less team looks like. Unfortunately, he was a fan favorite during the postseason run. Did not look too great this year. Shamarri, I want to say thank you yet again for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Filling in a role when I needed some help. And it's always good to chop up sports with your friends, man. I love bringing on people and all of that kind of thing. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like, hit the download button. We apologize for any of the technical difficulties. It's been up, it's been down. If you couldn't tell, my set's a little bit different. I'm in the process of moving, so that could be part of it as well. Sooner or rather, next week, hopefully, we will have a nice new setup. But until Wednesday, when I'm back at it with John and Eric, as we always are here at the office, thank you for tuning in. Shamarri, you got anything else you want to say to the people real quick?
Appreciate you for having me again. And go Cavs. Tomorrow night, let them know. Let's go.
Let them know, indeed. Thank you for tuning in to the At the Office, a Cleveland sports show. This has been another episode with your boy Noah. Stay up, stay blessed, Cleveland, and until next time, peace.